Picture this, you're sitting at your desk doing the same job you've been doing for the last 3 years. Same tasks, same meetings, same paycheck. And somewhere in the back of your mind you keep thinking there has to be a way to earn more than this. But then you look at the options. Go back to school, that's 2 to 4 years and tens of thousands of dollars. Wait for a raise. Your last one was 3%, which barely covered inflation. So you feel stuck, like the only path to more money requires either a lot of time or a lot of luck. But here's the thing, that's not actually true, because doubling your income in 2 years has nothing to do with getting another degree, and it has very little to do with luck. It has everything to do with understanding how income actually works and making a few strategic moves most people never think about. My name is Jack, and I spend way too much time thinking about money and how to earn more of it. If you want to build real financial momentum, make sure to hit subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if it helps. Okay, let's start with the uncomfortable truth most people never hear. Your employer is not responsible for growing your income. You are. Most people operate on a passive income growth model. They show up, do good work, and wait. Wait for the annual review. Wait for the promotion. Wait for someone to notice. And sometimes that works. But waiting is the slowest possible strategy because companies are designed to pay you the minimum amount it takes to keep you. That's not cynical. That's just how business works. So if you want to double your income in 2 years, you have to switch from passive to active. And here's exactly how to do that. Step 1. Identify your highest leverage skill. Here's what most people don't realize. You probably already have a skill someone will pay more for. The problem is you haven't packaged it correctly or pointed it at the right market. Think about what you do at work that other people struggle with. What comes naturally to you that your colleagues find difficult? That gap is where your leverage lives. Maybe it's writing, maybe it's data analysis, maybe it's managing difficult clients or explaining complicated things simply. Whatever it is, that skill is worth more than your current salary suggests. Step 2, make your skill visible. This is where most people leave money on the table. They have valuable skills, but nobody knows about it outside their current office. And here's the thing, income follows visibility. Whether that means updating your LinkedIn to reflect your actual expertise, starting to share insights online, or simply telling people in your network what you're good at, visibility creates opportunity, because the people who offer you better opportunities almost never find you by accident. You have to make it easy for them to find you. Step 3. Switch jobs strategically. Now this is the move most people are afraid to make, but data from the US Bureau of Labor Statistics consistently shows that people who switch jobs earn 10 to 20% more on average than those who stay. Do that twice in 2 years and you've already moved the needle significantly. And here's what most people don't realize. When you apply externally, you're not anchored to your current salary history the same way. A new employer is pricing you based on market value, not on what your last boss thought you were worth. That difference alone can be enormous. Step 4. Build a secondary income stream in parallel. Here's where it gets really interesting, because doubling your income doesn't have to come from one source. It can come from combining a primary income increase with a side income that grows alongside it. And this doesn't mean starting a business from scratch. It means monetizing what you already know, freelancing in your area of expertise, consulting for smaller companies in your industry, teaching a skill online. These aren't get-rich-quick strategies. They're income diversification strategies, and they compound over time just like investments do. Let me tell you about someone I know. She was earning around $48,000 a year in a marketing role. She felt underpaid, but didn't think she had options. So she did 3 things. She spent 6 months genuinely developing her content strategy skills. She started sharing her work publicly on LinkedIn, and she applied for 2 external roles. Within 14 months, her primary salary jumped to $72,000. She also picked up 2 small freelance clients on the side, adding another $15,000 annually. Total income? Nearly $87,000. That's almost double in under 2 years. No new degree, no risky investments, just deliberate moves. Now you might be thinking, okay Jack, but what if I try all this and it doesn't work that fast? Fair point. Results vary depending on your industry, your current skill level, and how aggressively you execute. But because income growth is not linear. It accelerates. The more visible you become, the more options appear. The more options you have, the more leverage you have in negotiations. And the more leverage you have, the faster your income moves. So here's the realistic roadmap. First, identify the skill you already have that the market values. Second, make that skill visible beyond your current employer. Third, switch jobs strategically at least once in 2 years. Fourth, build a secondary income stream using what you already know. And fifth, stay consistent for the full 2 years because momentum builds slowly at first and then all at once. 5 years from now is coming regardless. The only question is whether your income will look the same when it gets here. If this video gave you a new way to think about earning more, hit subscribe. And I'm curious, what skill do you have right now that you think you're being underpaid for? Let me know in the comments.